Meghan's secret fight with depression. Why is Harry helpless? What pushed her over the edge? Let's discuss it in my video. Hello everyone, welcome back to the Sussex Daily News Channel, version 2. Prince Harry's wife Meghan revealed her private battle with depression as her struggles with first-time motherhood and fitting in with the rigid royal family pushed her over the edge. But Queen Elizabeth thinks her conniving confession is simply a ploy to sully the monarchy, insiders spilled. The Duchess of Sussex said of her personal anguish, quote, "It was almost unsurvivable." The former Suits star described the emotional pain caused by criticism as a, quote, death by 1,000 cuts, and remarked, "If people are saying things about you that aren't true, what that does to your mental and emotional health is so damaging." Before Harry and his American-born bride ditched their palace duties to live in a $14 million California mansion with 18-month-old son Archie, the diva duchess reportedly wailed to pals, "I gave up my entire life for this family. I was willing to do whatever it takes. But here we are. It's very sad." However, shortly after Meghan tied the knot with the red-headed royal in 2018, her estranged father, Thomas Markle, raised fears about her well-being and said her face reflected struggles and pain. Harry, whose sources has said himself has been rendered helpless by depression in the past, admitted the couple sometimes struggles to stay positive. "There are bad days," he said. However, his fuming grandmother, Elizabeth, believes Meghan's confession is a calculated attack on the monarchy. The National Enquirer has learned. Meghan is acting like the royals waged a war against her. A high-level palace source charged, "She cried to her friends she had to escape palace life to save her sanity. She feared her worsening depression and downward mental spiral would lead to a total breakdown." But Meghan and Harry's actions since they quit have infuriated Her Majesty. The Duchess keeps orchestrating situations where she can take center stage, appearing to support and put the spotlight on those in need. But she turns them all into opportunities to talk about herself and how hard her struggle is. The source claimed Meghan expected to become the palace's #1 star. But when her dream collapsed, quote, "She retaliated by keeping baby Archie away from the royals. They haven't seen him in person for almost a year." According to the tipster, now she appears to be twisting the knife by revealing the misery and depression she suffered. But instead of drawing public sympathy, the insider said, painting the royal family as cruel and uncaring was a shameful attack on the monarchy. Her Majesty will never forgive that. Indeed, Meghan seems to be shocked at everything in life. Pathetic victim mentality when all she has had is a privileged life. And she is trying to persuade others to vote her way, not just vote. A source warned she should remain neutral and realize that everyone doesn't agree with her. Meghan always has an agenda. She's so delusional about her importance, she actually thinks she can influence American politics. That is on the UK news, an insider claimed. Meghan Markle has found criticism over wading into politics difficult because her comments are no different to messages from other public figures, politicians, philanthropists, and humanitarians. But everyone knows that Meghan's always on a platform with leading Democrats calling for change in the U.S. election, is brazenly a political stance. Harry and she are obviously no longer politically neutral. Speaking to Elle.com, a source told Finding Freedom author Carolyn Durand she thought she was saying something relatively uncontroversial, which is people should get involved and vote. The insider added, she, Meghan, now feels and admits, as she said the other day, she has to be constantly careful about what she says and stick to what she thinks will not be controversial. Even telling people to get involved in the democratic process should not be a controversial subject. The problem with Meghan Markle is that she is so friggin' shallow, that she absolutely is transparent, so everyone fully understands what she is up to. It is the sheer amount of bullshit she has put out in the universe about politics in the past and now in the company she keeps or wants to keep that makes her intention so blatantly obvious. The former Suits star's decision to speak out about her political plans marks yet another major break from royal tradition for Meghan. Traditionally, members of the monarchy are expected to remain politically neutral and therefore not speak out about their opinions in public. Under the Sandringham Accord, agreed in March when the pair quit their royal duties, the Sussexes vowed that everything they do will uphold the values of Her Majesty. But in recent weeks, the couple have been increasingly outspoken about the U.S. election. The Duchess has taken part in multiple interviews and summits, having reportedly grown frustrated with her inability to get involved in politics while she was working as a senior royal. She doesn't seem to understand that the fact she is married to a member of the British royal family, working or not, is the reason alone to keep out of the political debate. The fact that she still uses the DOS title in itself is controversial. She didn't just say vote. She said vote for change. And we all know she refused to meet Trump, and Harry behaved like an embarrassingly sulky 5-year-old around him. She is so passive-aggressive, always making a point indirectly and then wriggling away from it when it no longer suits. She did the same with Finding Freedom. A royal expert claims it might not be so controversial if she hadn't disparaged Trump on numerous occasions in the past, so much so that when she tells people to vote, she is implicitly telling them to vote for Biden. That coupled with her marriage into the royal family, and she should have sense enough to know that she should stay out of it. Because when you hold a British royal title, you are not supposed to talk about anything related to partisan politics. If she doesn't like that, then it is easily resolved by handing back her title that she was generously given by Her Majesty on her wedding day. She needs to shut up then. No one wants Meghan Markle's opinion on anything. She is disliked because of her hypocritical and delusional commentary on how people should live their lives. That and the way she disrespected the Queen and the UK and let down so many people because she only thinks about what is good for her. Indeed, many fans also blasted Meghan. A fan that's angry and said, Meghan Markle is a known liar. She knew exactly what she was doing, i.e. wading into politics via exploiting her royal titles, was wrong, both ethically as well as violating vital protocol. She's a malignant narcissist who is a bully, taking pleasure in breaking the rules. What a pity she was gifted an obscenely lavish royal wedding, which she wanted in order to gain respectability. Recall that her past is not a nice one, and thus she profited by having the courtiers wipe the internet of her past wrongdoings. She is pathetic. She is a liar, a plagiarist, and a dishonest money grubber. She and Marcus Anderson are Harry's handlers. All roads lead to Soho House. It's time for Harry to be removed from the line of succession and their HRH, titles, and patronages to be stripped. A fan replied, she is very clearly endorsing Biden. In her When All Women Vote appearance, she makes multiple comments on the exciting change that is ahead and how badly we need that change, yada, yada, yada. Clearly, if Trump is reelected, that would not be the change she speaks of. This is controversial. How is she shocked, as the article states? She carries a British royal title and uses it. That is why she should not be giving these talks. A member of the British royal family getting involved in American elections is wrong. We had a war to prevent this from happening. But another fan added, who cares what she says? She is so pathetic and irrelevant. She became someone for a short moment when Prince Harry married her. Before she was a Z-list actress nobody knew. Now she's out of the royal family using her newly acquired fame and status to make money, but at the end of the day she is the same person with a minus. She is heartily disliked by a lot of people for having separated Prince Harry from his family. And the last one concluded, poor old Meg, the greatest con artist in the last 50 years, should not be shocked at anyone for criticism. She has been criticized for not embracing royalty, for dragging that poor wimp to Los Angeles, and for every bit of utter crap that is ever uttered by her from her gilded palace. Must be hard to actually find anyone who supports her, so a future in politics looks a bit out of reach. Do they love her in California? I wonder. And you? Do you agree with them? Please discuss with us in the comments section, and everyone also talk about the hypocritical couple. Don't forget to subscribe to the Sussex Daily News channel to receive more news by my team. And also like and share my video if you think it's useful. Now thank you for watching, goodbye, and see you in the next news.